Hi everyone, this is Malvika and welcome to another episode of In Mind We Trust. I don't have Akshay with me, I'm in Mumbai. But I took this opportunity to speak with one of my closest friends, a man who means a lot to me, he's like a brother to me. And we're talking about a topic today that is very, very close to my heart. It's men and mental health. And the reason why it is close to my heart is because I think it is of utmost importance and we don't talk about it enough, and we haven't in the past also spoken about this enough. And this is not just a brown thing. I think across the world, across cultures, men's mental health has been ignored, misunderstood, or never acknowledged even. And here I have Melvin, who's super brave and courageous to do this with me. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Should we begin?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to address you as Melly because that's how I address you
Correct.
off camera also. So Melly, I want to start by asking,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that men's mental health
Mm-hmm.
has been given importance, spoken about while you were growing up? You're my age, you're 34 years old,
Yes.
35, so we're 35-ish, right?
Yes.
Do you think in the last so many years, men's mental health has been spoken about?
Actually, if you go to see, like, we go back way to 90s era. So basically, I don't think so. At that point of time, we never spoke about men's health, or maybe in today's world also we don't talk about it as often as how women's thing has been spoken. So I don't think so. Like, no one opens about it basically, and we haven't spoken yet. So any suppression, any anger, any like hurtful stuff, a man will always shy it off and just laugh it off, and he just like won't share it with anyone. Maybe to his best friend or to his wife. And whereas there are certain things which happens with your family or with your wife, he doesn't share that to anyone. So I think it is a very big thing, and I think we should talk about it because in recent, like in last few months, I mean, like people are just like there are married men who are just themselves for such small fights, and domestic whatever is happening is a very small thing, but taking taking away your life is not the solution to it basically. I think we should just talk about it and just come to a solution, like what needs to be done and how it needs to be like worked on. So I think it is very important, the topic is very important that we talk it out to the mass out there, so they know that there are people who are ready to help and they will help whenever you're need. So I think it is a very important topic we should talk about it.
Absolutely agree with you. In fact, in therapy,
Yes.
when I get male clients,
Mm-hmm.
one of the first things they tell me is exactly what you said, which is, Malvika, we've not had the space to talk about it. It's very taboo.
Correct.
There is too much stigma around men's mental health because, there's so much of responsibility placed on
Correct.
men since they're boys.
Correct.
You have to be the son of the house, you have to
Yes.
be the leader of the
Yes.
pack, you have to do this, you have to earn.
Correct.
And so they're not given the space to be vulnerable
Correct.
or soft. So thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, your perspective I want, and maybe with the other men that you've spoken to, if you can just summarize and tell me what are some of the challenges you feel when it comes to men opening up about their emotions or mental health.
Challenges as in like a man will never, like, for me for example, if I have any issues, I really don't open it up to a lot of people, maybe to my wife and my few close friends of it. Other than that, I don't think so. Like, we are the person who will go to a counselor or we just seek an advice from them, because I think that is like this thing for a man, like it's like against his integrity. That why the hell should I go to a third person and share my feelings about it? So what he does is he just keeps suppressing in his heart, and like it just builds on, and at some point of time it just comes out in a very different way.
Yeah.
So I think like basically man need to go out and talk about it, and they should talk it often actually.
What I'm also listening to you when you're saying things is that there are conversations with the boys,
Mm-hmm.
but it may not necessarily be very deep level talks.
Correct.
You all are sharing, there is non-judgmental space.
Yes.
So in that moment you are feeling heard
Yes.
also.
Yes.
But then it's also, acha chalo, let it go.
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Whereas maybe in another deeper space, let's say therapy space,
Mhm.
or I also feel in female friendships, we really go into the deeper
Correct.
conversation.
Correct.
Melvin.
Yes,
We will
yes.
talk about
Yes,
it.
yes.
We cry with our girlfriends,
Yes,
etc.
yes,
So,
yes.
what I'm hearing from you also is that maybe that's not happening.
Not happening because this is not what we talk basically. It's like exactly.
Mm.
So when we boys meet, it's over some drinks or something, or some football match, or maybe some
Yeah.
any activity. So we just like there will be something which you need to share with that person, but the problem is you won't share it. You won't share it like literally like put your head on the shoulder and like this is the issue.
Absolutely.
So it will be just like upper se we talk and we'll just they'll be like, "Arey, this happens with me also, this happens with that also." So it's like don't worry so much, don't stress so much, just shrug it off. And that's how it's cut. So basically the men who wants to come out, who wants to talk about it, they don't do it actually. And so basically for that reason I think like from my point of view, I think men should come out and talk about it. Because in today's world, everyone for any small thing happens in the house or any small thing happens in the office, it is always meant to be blamed for, no matter what. I'm just saying it in a way where like it is like that. Like in today's society, like men is everything. Like they have to earn, they have to do this, they have to do that. Pressure
men.
is too much. But I think like it needs to be open. Like there should be same. What do you say that like same issues, same solutions to what men is going through or even women is going through. They should have the same solution for both of them because end of the day we are equal. So.
Absolutely, and emotionally men can be and are emotional
Correct.
beings just
Correct.
like any other gender. So why
Correct.
not
Yes,
give
yes,
men the
yes,
space
yes.
to talk? Absolutely.
So for that reason I feel they should come out and talk.
And I feel that society should give men the space
To talk,
so
yes.
that they can come out
Correct.
and talk. It's not
Correct.
easy
Yes,
to
yes,
tell
yes.
anybody, any human being, ki you go and talk.
Yes, yes,
right? We
yes.
as a culture and as a society should be very open to just people talking
Yes,
about vulnerable
correct.
stuff and not judging.
Correct.
On that note, I want to ask you, what do you do to cope with your mental health?
So my coping mechanism is when I'm like if I want to talk it out, if I'm like really sad and I'm low, what I do is I listen to music, a lot of music. It makes me really feel better, or maybe just like do what you like. Like for me, it is music, and I play the piano. So it's
He's
like
a beautiful pianist.
Thank you. Yeah, so I love singing, I love playing the piano, and I'm into music. So I love doing that. Other than that, it really makes me feel good. Like I feel like very light. Like the whole thing, whatever the pressure is on my head, back of my head, the stress, it just eases out. Like I'm better. So I don't have to stress so much. So that is one of my coping mechanisms. And second is like I should not say it in the camera, but it's like a small drink maybe just eases out for me. Like good music and chilled beer, maybe it really works out for me. And I do just like go take a drive. That's it.
But that's so honest, Melvin,
Yes.
because very often when we ask people about coping,
Mhm.
we only hear people saying the healthy coping mechanisms. And as a therapist, I've said this to clients also, and even with my friends when I talk about mental health, I always tell them and myself that we are a product of our healthy and unhealthy coping mechanisms.
Absolutely.
None of us is perfect in a perfect
Correct.
world. So thank you for being honest about that as well. A couple of more questions.
Yes.
Okay. One is if there are young boys and men watching, right? What is something you want to tell them?
So I would say that don't now I think technology is hit in a very different way in today's world. Like way back in the 90s, I don't think so technology was not that great. So what I would suggest, like there are a lot of ways to let your things out. I mean like if you're sad, you're upset, you want to talk to someone, there are various things on the net where you can just keep talking to some random person, vent it out, shout. You can tell your real issues to them, they won't judge you. So please tell it to people. If you need a counselor, if you need a person who you want to better, please do it. It's nothing to be judged in today's world, like because everyone is going through in today's world the pressure is so much, like the technology which we use is so much, it is taking a toll in our health. So I want you all to like basically do is cut down all this stuff, like just be yourself at some point of
So when
time.
you say cut down stuff in the sense like
Cut down
social
stuff.
media.
Yeah, social media. Social media is one of the reasons where like men are pressured. Like there is one of my friend whose wife is like just compares the husband to the other guy. So you don't have to do that. Just like that is like one of the triggering point and the negativity which you really get it basically from your own house.
Yeah.
So if that is a scenario, I think you just cut down and just make the person understand this is what it is, this is how it works, and just let it go and talk to a person. I know if your partner doesn't understand or your work people don't understand what you're going through, I think you should catch hold of someone, just talk it out. If you're feeling shy to talk it out, or people will judge you if you're going to a counselor, like it's like a taboo. Like in today's world, if a man goes to a counselor, obviously they're going to judge him because he's going through some mental issues. I think if that is a scenario, what y'all should do is basically talk it out, or just go to the net. There are various different types of sites where there's a counselors available. You just have to go and talk. No one knows who you are, what is your face, what is it. So I think that will be one of the biggest solution y'all can do, and it will ease men in some or the other way, because I think in last few months, I just said it before, like people are just. I think there should be some solution to it, because like men needs to be treated how is women treated in the society. So if any issues men is going through, if he comes out with like this is the issue, I think that should be taken into consideration and see what needs to be done in the future. Because like recently there's a guy who because of the pressure of his wife saying that this has happened, which I felt
It's
like
all over social media.
social media. So I felt like if the guy would have spoken to someone, maybe his life would have been spared and he would have been living today. So that is like, I think everyone who's going through something, please come out and talk to us. Talk to any like what do you say that
Mental health
professional. Yes.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you so much for saying all of this. And as a mental health professional myself, I don't think anybody has come on the podcast and promoted it this way. But thank you for saying
No.
that. I totally agree, Melvin. I think you said it in a way that's more lay person
Correct.
and regular. But even mental health professionals, when we do promotive work on in an NGO if you work with, or in a corporate setting if you work with, or as a private practitioner, we tell people this all the time: talk to someone, because just sometimes saying it feels like a boomerang. You feel
Correct.
like you've been heard, understood, and
Correct.
you are maybe left with some clarity, and you feel lighter.
Correct.
And for people who are the support systems, when let's say a man comes and talks to us, let us also provide that space to men,
Correct.
where they can be vulnerable and talk about what they are going through.
Correct.
I do want to ask you about self-awareness and men. Okay? Maybe it's a very direct question, but I'll still ask it. Do you think there is self-awareness among men when it comes to their own mental health, or you feel there is a lack of self-awareness there?
There is a lack of self-awareness basically. There are few, if you go to see, like if you take an example of myself right now, I am aware of it, but somewhere I just like, I don't care also at the same point of time. But when it gets too much and it's like, now I can't handle it, and that's when you know that now you're mentally disturbed and there's something running in your head, something needs to be done. So it depends, there's a threshold for that thing, like where this thing just hits there. That's when a man starts breaking down and like, now we need to do something about it now, and I think I need to meet a counselor, or now I need to talk to my wife. I think like for married people, if something is there, I think they should just talk it out to your partners. Basically, they'll come with a solution basically, or maybe to your good friends. But I would say there is no awareness basically.
And when there is no awareness, no, exactly like you said, it hits a threshold and then it becomes a big thing.
Yes.
But if there is self-awareness, at an earlier stage only you may be able to seek help, or
Correct.
express yourself, or
Correct. Correct.
ask your friends or partners, like you're saying, or family
Yes,
to
yeah.
do something along with
Yes.
you.
Yes.
But when it hits that high threshold, then it sometimes also becomes too late to help.
Correct. Yes,
right?
I agree with you. So that is a scene actually. I think.
Yeah. Can I ask you one last
Yes, please.
question? I have it here. Let me frame it well. Okay. What can we, as friends, family, neighbors, colleagues, do for the men in our lives, so that we can be there for men and their mental health? What can we do better as a society?
So basically, like, I would say, the society is doing better. Like, for me, if it is like consider like there is some support from all these sides, which we need to see it, and I think the pressure for men in today's world is basically it's like earning for the family, sustaining the family, and sustaining a lot of things, which is a very like it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So I think everyone needs to understand that what the man is going through basically. Like let it be any married man or even a college student, he must be there have been a lot of things running in his head, like to do up the studies, do up that thing, to finish this. It is lot of pressure. If you go to see it is really pressure. And parents nowadays they just say that this needs to be done, and it is a lot of pressure. And end of the day, when it hits the threshold, and they just do something wrong. So I think like as a friend, you need to understand like what is he going through. You can just see the changes in him. Like if that person is jolly, he will just keep making you laugh. And when he's sad, you can just make out he's sad. He's not talking. He's just drinking. He's just smoking.
Withdrawn behavior,
Yes, correct.
substances. I agree. I agree.
So that is the first. This is the first note. That is the first thing you can notice from a man. Like, and for me, if I'm going through that, I will just seclude. I won't talk to the people, or maybe in my social area, I won't talk to people. I won't chat with people. I'll just distance myself for some time. And that's like I think that is one of the things where you can like easily predict that man is going through a lot of things. It is that way. And like I would say, basically, for that matter, even my friends, when I'm like boyfriends, when they are going out to hang out or somewhere, they want to drink, they want to play. So when they call you, you don't turn up. It is because of these reasons. Because when you meet them, you shouldn't be sad. Then they will ask you what you're going through and what is that. And that is a different story. But my point is like, if you're sad, I think you just come out and talk to the person. And
we as people need to, like you said, understand.
Understand.
And notice these signs.
Correct.
I think you said it so beautifully.
Correct.
Notice when your male friends are withdrawing,
Correct.
or maybe consuming more substances, or
Correct.
not talking,
Correct.
not coming out, not interacting.
Correct.
And as a mental health professional, let me tell you,
Yes.
these are actually signs that we talk about even when we do workshops
Okay,
on
okay.
prevention and promotion of mental health. That notice these signs. In across gender, but yes, with men.
Yes.
Specifically. Thank you so much,
No,
Melvin. I know this has not been easy to talk about. I also know that you're doing this because we are good friends, and
Yes.
you probably would have said no to somebody else, but I have really forced you into this. But I really appreciate this. I think this is something all of us across genders should be hearing and talking about,
Yes.
but especially the boys and the men who tune into this podcast. Please, let's listen and let's make some changes. Even people of other genders, right? When we are listening to this, let's try and understand from a man's perspective what they may be going through with these pressures around them, and try and be kinder to
Yes.
men.
Correct.
And
Please.
all of us, let's be kind as human beings to each other, because I think, like Melvin rightly said, there's a lot of pressure in all our lives.
Yes.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Bye.